contributing to the society the way the society wants, I think our qualification will be of no use. With this backdrop, today we spoke to the honorable resource persons and decided the topic, how to get a focused mind in the world of distractions. Before coming to this hall, in the principal's office, ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಗ್ಯಾಜೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿನ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಟಿವಿಸ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ introduced, it is a benefit also. Many a times it has affected the families and personal lives of many when we do not know how to handle them. So when we have the resources, when we have the time, and God has gifted us with so many good things for us, we need to understand how to utilize all of that and live a meaningful life. We need to be useful to our parents, our teachers, our friends, our society. Education without character is no education at all. Education ಮತ್ತೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎರಡು ಜೊತೆ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮೆಚ್ಚುವಾಗಿ ಬದುಕು ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿನ ನಾವು ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗಲೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಸಾರ್ಥಕತೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ರಾಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆನರಬಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿ ಸೆಷನ್. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ sir to come and take over. Thank you all of you. Have a good day. Have a learned session. The next 2 hours will be full of interaction. Make good use of that. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, a very warm and good morning to all of you. Hare Krishna, everyone. This is Parevesh. I've been practicing Krishna consciousness since 2013. And have been a very active member of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. I am now teaching faculty at RV College of Engineering. I am here honored and privileged to be among all of you to speak on the topic which is one of the most difficult topics, and the topic on which hardly anyone is qualified enough to speak on. Focus in the age of distractions. But we are still trying our humble attempt. So please forgive if we are not able to deliver what you expected, or also if we are not able to create some substantial impact in your lives, but we'll try our best. Now, to start with, I would like to ask you a question. Right? So the first question from my side to all of you is, how many of you, please raise hands, have ended up using Instagram? I don't know what is the latest social media. In my times, Facebook, Instagram and all those things, they came up. But in your, maybe you have something more as well, I don't know. But let's take Instagram for instance. How many of you have spent a lot of time on Instagram, though you decided that I'm going to just spend a few minutes, like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, or just going to take a break, and you ended up spending a lot, many hours on it, scrolling? Please raise your hands. Please raise your hands. So, only a few. That means okay, there are a few more. So, this shows that I am speaking to already a group of students who are so self-controlled. I mean, that's a really big deal. So congratulations to all of you. A big hand for all of you as well, because even I have not been able to do this and I get distracted. Sometimes I think that okay, I'm going to use it for a few minutes, but we end up using it for a few hours and at least half an hour. So this happens and it's very natural. Alright, let us do a small icebreaker activity. Okay, be honest. Right? Be honest as much as possible. I'm not going to judge you, or this is not kind of an assessment that's happening, right? It's just a game that we are playing together. I'm going to ask, I have jotted down a few questions. So I'm going to ask you, you know swiping right and left, right? You know very well when to swipe right and when to swipe left. So when I ask you a question, and if you think, yeah, yes, it's relatable, and you can relate with it, then swipe right. For swiping right means you have to stand. Okay? Stand up immediately. It's a game. And when you think that, no, I mean, this question is not relatable to me, then swipe left, means keep sitting. Okay? Don't do it. Alright. Okay, so my first question is, you're studying, but your phone, it sometimes buzzes with a meme notification. While you're studying and some meme pops up. Nobody from this hall? Okay, there's one. A few. So are you guys even playing with me or not? Are you able to understand what, I mean, are we on the same page? Do you get what I said? Okay, so what I understood is only a few of you gets this meme pop up when they study. Rest of you, you're always on the memes? Or you don't even study? I mean, the question was, if a meme pops up when you're studying. So there are two possibilities. One is that it never happens, and the other possibility is that you're not even studying. Right? Okay, next, the second question. Right? A meme pops up in your mind while you're doing something, when you're studying something. You recall a meme and you start laughing or you start smiling. Stand up. Okay. Okay, thank you. So this happens a lot many times, right? So it also happens with me in one of the meetings, right? While there's this meeting going on, and then suddenly a meme comes in my mind and I start smiling, and the other person may feel offended also. Now, next, your friend, they call you at midnight only to gossip, or around midnight only to gossip. Okay, so there are only a few. So this auditorium is full of saints and sages, it looks like. Yeah. Okay, the next one. Suppose you have an assignment which is due in a few hours, but then you recall, or you have some notification that there's this new episode on Netflix released, or there's this new series coming up, right? With how many of you this has happened? Please stand up. Okay. When you have when you have an assignment due, or you have a test due, but you end up watching an episode on Netflix. Next is, how many of you think that when you're preparing for a presentation or something, and then your phone or somebody suddenly reminds you of a cricket match or something else, right? Please stand up if this happens. Okay. So this happens while we are preparing, then something more important than that comes up, or at least that appears to be more important. How many of you think that because of maintaining this balance and doing these multitasks, right, and because of this tendency that things pop up in our mind and we start doing one thing but we leave it in between and then start doing other thing, it has drained us? Please raise your hands. It has drained us. It's exhausting. How many of you think so? Alright. Okay. How many of you think, or how many of you have done this? When you were feeling like scrolling, you were tempted, you had that strong temptation to scroll, but you gave it up. Instead you started writing something, or instead you picked up a book and started studying. How many of you did that? Please raise your hands. You guys are very sincere. So you are more sincere than I expected. That's very good. Okay, how many of you wake up and see Instagram is the first thing? or social media. Oh, right, okay, that's a huge number. In our days, you know what we did when we woke up? We used to see our hands joined together, our palms, and we used to recite this Shloka Paragre Vaste Lakshmi Karmune Saraswati Karmadya to Govindana Prabhatekar Darshana. So this is what we used to do, but these days even we don't do that sometimes. We also check what messages we have, right? So how many of you prefer taking a walk without phone? You leave your phones at your home or somewhere else, and then you go for a walk for a few hours. That's amazing. Okay, that's amazing. Because this phone is the only constant companion we have. Everybody else is temporary, but this phone is permanent. Today, to get distracted, we don't need to go to clubs. Today, to get distracted, we don't need to go to cinema hall. Today, to get distracted, we don't need bad association as well. We don't need bad people around us. Today, the whole distraction has come with us in our pocket. The whole bad association, the whole everything that can ruin our life and can spoil us fully, it has come into our pockets, and we don't need anything externally today, in the day and age that you are today. And that is why the topic of the discussion today is most relevant topic, which is maintaining focus in this age of distraction. So on this note, I call upon our esteemed speaker and a very mature devotee who will give you a perspective, a Krishna conscious perspective from our scriptures, from our shastras, right? What our shastras say about it, and how this constant struggle, which is a sign of Kali Yuga, which has always existed ever since the age of Satyuga, right? But it has become more prominent in this modern age of coral. So let us come and deal with it strongly, and let us try to learn, you, me, and everyone together. Please give a big hand for Prabhuji Prabhu, and I call him upon his stage. Please. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful thoughts. You really inspired all of us. Now, I would like to call our another resource person, Prasadeshwar Krishnadas sir, to address the gathering.
Good morning. You want breakfast? Yes? Hey, good morning. Thank you. So, let me start with a small prayer. Om Adhyana Timirandasya, Jnana Anjana Shalakya, Chakshuram Maritamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine, Namaste Saraswate Deve, Gauravani Pracharne, Nirvishesha Punyavadi, Paschata Deshatarne. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaurasakshana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you don't mind, I use the cordless. So at the outset, I'd like to thank all of you for gathering here, and special thanks to the college management, Principal Sir, Shekhar Sir, and all the faculties for giving us the opportunity. So the topic today is gaining focus while in the world of distraction. Parevesh has spoken and given you the kind of introduction. What are distractions, or how it is going to distract you? So maybe before I start, I'd like to ask you, how many of your goals clear? Like for example, next 5 years, what do you want to be? How many of that goal set in your mind or paper? Can raise your hand. Wow. Okay. So if you have a pen paper with you, I request all to open your notebook, write down. If you have a pen paper, write down, or if you have a mobile, note down. What is that you want to be after 5 years? Write down. I'll give you 1 minute time. Okay? So, when you do that, I'll narrate one story. Like this audience, become familiar student audience, one professor one day came and asked the same question. What do you want to become after 5 years? Some said, I want to be a chartered accountant. Some said, I want to be MBA. Some said, I want to be CFO of a company. Various, their aspirations, they said. But one boy in the middle, he was silent. The professor pointed him, my dear boy, what do you want to become? He said, I want to become a owner of a multi-billion net worth company. Multi-billion net worth company. Everybody is applauding, so nice. There was one girl who also did not answer. Professor Anton asked, what do you want to become? Can you guess what she answered? Huh? He said, I want to become his wife. So everybody becomes CA, CFO, make money, work hard. Now he will work hard, I become his wife and I will earn money. So intelligence. So with this note, we'll continue our discussion. So we are part of International Society for Business